Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2024 Bowls Queensland Junior State Championship, proudly sponsored by, Bundaberg Regional Council, Wholelife Pharmacy and Healthfoods, and Arcon Metals Recycling. Played at the two host venues of Burnett Bowls Club and across the waves. We thank them very much. And Bowls Queensland, proudly sponsored by Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, J. Carroll Club Promotions, Bioscapes Group and ACIT Sport. Thank you very much for your support of Bowls Queensland. And I'm joined in commentary. Brian's having a break. Michael Sorensen from BA. G'day, Michael.
Good morning. How are we all?
Mate, that's it's been. I didn't want to play that.
Working now?
No, she's.
Jinxed it.
That's better.
Oh, there we go.
That's got it. Yeah, it's just got to get that little click in on. Yeah, we've had a cracker of a game. Xavier Parkinson and Riley Pollock, and you know what? We got a great game. I'm looking forward to here. We got. I was going to say little Blair Campbell, but I've changed that to young Blair Campbell. Because there's no such thing as a little Blair Campbell.
12 months. Every year you come here and they just get another foot and a half taller. It's incredible.
That's what we said about Blair yesterday. Said he had to stay down on the green because if he stepped up on the bank, he hit his head on the awning. And he's playing Cooper Sutton from Pialba. Blair is from Glasshouse. Cooper fresh off his win. Gold medal, well done to the young fella. Yeah, well done.
He's pretty dedicated to the sport.
Oh yeah, yep.
Like most of these juniors, they eat and sleep their bowls at the moment, which is fantastic. Which is just great for our sport and our state. The depth that's coming through, it's really, really positive.
Well, he played in, and I'm trying to work out which was the final game. Whether it was. Who did he play the final against? Did he play it against Nick Marinelli, or was the final against Ben Harrison? I can't remember which one. In the pairs.
Was it Benny? Yep.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's on that next page. Yeah. So he and Marley Peters beat Thomas Bramer and Benny Harrison. And that was a good game too, and well done to young Coops. And I've got to promise myself that I will. I was telling his mum this morning, I've got a grandson called Cooper, who I nicknamed Scoop. And I was halfway through the call, and I said, "Oh, that's a great bowl by Scoop." Oops, sorry. So, what time did you leave Brizzy?
I broke the trip up this year. I did 4.5 hours last year, so I thought, no, I'll pop in and spend a bit of time with my fiancée on the way through. So popped into the Sunshine Coast on the way up.
Oh, okie doke.
And then left early this morning, so it was a good 3.5 hours still from there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but was there much rain at Sunny Coast last night?
It rained all the way through from when I got in the car this morning, pretty much. The wipers didn't go off too often. I got to the turn-off for Bundaberg and the skies just opened, and you walk into 30-something degree heat and about 98% humidity. Yeah,
well, under here it's 52% humidity, but it's 33.8, and it is 10:30 in the morning. We were here at when we put the clock here on the table here. It was 27 degrees at just after 6:30.
Good shot there by Cooper.
Yeah, well done, Coop.
No, it's incredible, the volunteers that give up their time to be in these conditions along with the juniors. And what you don't see on the telecast, folks, is all the parents and coaches and support people that are also sitting around the sides of the greens watching these young people play the sport of lawn bowls, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, well, the kids and the parents enjoy. We were here on Sunday for the kick-off of the fours, and all the kids arrived, and there was 56 participants in the fours, and all the kids arrived with their parents all smiling until the parents got inside to the bowl shop where little Johnny says, "Oh, I wouldn't want a new pair of shoes, Mum." The parents' demeanour changed a little bit, but they've
it's amazing how much it helps a local the economy in a local area like this with an event such as this. it really does bolster the local community and the clubs that support it as well, like Across the Waves and Burnett here. It's great. And then to see the calibre of the young folks that are playing now. Look at this bowl coming in.
Oh, good bowl.
Great shooting.
Yeah.
That's a very tidy. It looks like 3, maybe 4, but
maybe
I think it's
four.
only 3.
That one at the back here, maybe just out of it. We'll soon find out. He's saying those 2. I fancy that other one on the left that was next to those.
Yeah, we're standing in front of Blair there, Coop. You'd only have to make a step and
That's right.
You might go a bit.
Yeah. We've sent a photo of Blair to the Australian Rugby Union if they're looking for a number 8.
Mate, they're looking for all the help they can get.
Yeah. Not too sure whether it was 2 or 3. Is the marker not using your paddles?
If that wasn't 3, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah. No, they were behind the computer, I think, Mark, weren't they? Oh, there they are. Yep.
Well, you can't use them if they're not out there.
We'll see what he puts up on the board anyway, and that'll
determine exactly how many you got. And
it was 3.
3. Greens seem to be running exceptionally well considering the amount of water that's been over in the last few weeks.
Yeah, and it's quite funny. We haven't had a lot of rain here since we've been here on Sunday. We've had intermittent showers, a bit of rain now and there, but not heavy rain. And the funniest thing that happened was yesterday where Jimmy C came out of the office out the back there and walked out and looked around. He was just about to say trial ends can commence, and he stepped out on the green. It started to rain. Bang, got him. Anyway, when the presentation, he walked out on the green after the game. He stepped on the green and the skies just open, beautiful sunshine. So a bit of irony there for him. So how long are you up for? Tomorrow too?
Yeah, today, tomorrow. I want to try and talk to all the kids and the parents about the Secondary Schools Cup and how important it'd be for the juniors to go to their local schools and grab a partner and put an entry into the Secondary Schools Cup. We're trying to grow our junior base through the schools, and sometimes it's easier to have the juniors go to the school rather than have the schools come to the clubs, because it's not every school knows much about bowls. So if we can get our juniors to be a little bit more proactive and grab a partner from school and then get into some practice and qualify for the finals of the Secondary Schools Cup there at Pine Rivers, it'll certainly go much further for the betterment of our sport in our state. We've already got one of the best junior competitions going around in the country, and our Secondary Schools Cup is rated as the best. New South Wales and South Australia are now trying very hard to try and knock us off the perch. But
one player has to be a non-bowling member of a club, don't they?
At most, you're allowed 1 member.
Yeah.
If you've had two juniors join your club within the same 12 months, we'll allow that as well, because they're still classed as new bowlers. Mm-hmm. But if we've got an affiliated junior that's been playing for a couple of years, they're only allowed that one affiliated junior.
Yep.
And it's open to the girls and the boys. You can either have it's an open competition, so you can have a pair of girls play, you can have a pair of boys play, or you can have a mixed combination. It's played over 3 bowl pairs and 9 end sets, and it's a great way to get into the sport and introduce it through to the schools, because it's a sport that's non-contact. It's open to everybody. We have all classes of disabilities that play our sport, which a lot of other sports don't have. So
That's right.
I think if we can get some more traction through the schools, it's only going to be better for the sport and our clubs. And we've got every club out there is looking for juniors, so it's a great way to try and bring juniors into our clubs.
Yeah, I'm sure my wife would really love the middle grandson to play bowls. But he just loves his union, and she's so... our grandmothers here's her little grandson playing rugby union, beat up sport, but he loves it. And but I've always said, I've told the story the other day actually about I've got 3 grandkids. I've got one who's 15 going on 16 who would study bowls, get on the mat, work things out, get a protractor out, do all the work and get the bowl up there. The middle guy, he'd stand on the mat and go, now I wonder how fast I can get this bowl up that end. and the young bloke who's 9 would get on the mat just about to deliver and he'd look up at a tree and go, oh look, there's a possum. So 3 different kids, but it's I really think my 15-year-old would come to the game, my grandson, not my kid, would take to the game fairly easily because but he's gone to the dark side this year. He's gone back to league.
Oh, well, to be honest, if you're playing rugby union, you've got to have rocks in your head.
Oh, yeah, it's...
Here comes this, is he too quick?
And a lot of that emanates, Michael, out of which school they're going to. Like the kids go to Emmanuel Rugby School, ASS or associated schools. But then you've got...
another great bowl in there by Blair.
You've got a lot of the state schools who are league orientated. 2 of the biggest, Keeper Park and...
Here's a correction.
Oh, yes.
Changed hands.
Bowl.
Is he going to make it?
Oh,
he had the perfect line. I was kind of surprised that Cooper played the backhand coming this way with his second bowl. But because he played 3 absolute crackers coming this way.
That's right.
Or 4 even. And the previous end coming this way, and he chose to go out there. Oh, he's left-handed too, so it's the other way around.
Yep.
My mistake. Just going to sneak in as well.
Yeah, lovely bowl there from Blair. Well done.
Well, it affords Cooper to play with a little bit more weight and a little tighter to sit on the bowls, bunt, knock his own up, or even trail the jack. It's all on his speed here because he's on a terrific trajectory.
He wants to be... it may have just cut one out, the back of the 3. Maybe 2.
I'm not going to... We know the angles on this live stream.
Yeah. They're here to do our head in.
I'm almost willing to go he's only 1 down, but I'm not game enough to make that decision. But here comes an absolute cracker. Oh, he's got it on the wrong side. Oh, that is so disappointing.
Luck. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if he really needed to change his hand there.
No,
but,
no.
He had the right idea. Another foot of weight, and he's popped him straight out of the head for a good count.
Oh, yeah, the live stream angles, they're solely here. Robbie set the cameras up for Brian and I to do our heads in.
He normally knows which angles are which, so
yeah.
Whenever there's a tight one, I always go to Robbie.
Yeah, show us that.
So that was
Wonder Coop. Yeah.
A little unlucky there for Blair. Played 4 really good bowls, to be honest. Robbie's talking away to himself over here.
No, I thought he was on the blower, but
no, he's just blowing up.
Oh, okay.
Keepers decided to go to the longish length end.
Is there any legal remedies, Cam? Yeah, but I can't talk about that. I'm in enough strife as it is for a couple of things we spoke about the other day, but never mind.
He's just left that a little bit short, but he's found his line on the green. Well, I would suggest this is a little tight.
Yeah, it's got the run. I might push it up, but no, it's going to cut across.
Looking across the green, there must be something in the water out there at Glasshouse.
Yeah.
The young fella on the rink beside us, he's near as big.
Yeah, yep.
There we go, he's made the correction. Just a slight overcorrection.
Yeah,
but,
good spring water coming out of the mountains up there at the hinterland of the sunny coast.
There's plenty of spring water coming out. There's plenty of lots of water.
Yeah, is there what? Oh, I like going to Glasshouse. I always have a good time up there. Are you playing? You're playing for Helensvale, aren't you?
Helensvale now, yeah. I've moved into
Premier League?
Helensvale. Premier League, I'm going to play as many games as I can.
Yep.
I was lucky enough to be selected in the Queensland Railway side to represent there at the Nationals, up at Twantanoosa on my old home green. So looking forward to 2 weeks of bowls there, which will probably take out 4 games of Premier League in the shortened season.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And because we big shout out this morning, we didn't know if he was listening, but to Kurt Brown. Kurt's coming on to Helensvale now with as the marquee player.
Oh, good on him.
Yeah, it was announced this morning. I came through bright and early when I woke up.
I'll be lucky to make the reserve side, to be honest. Here we go. He's just going to fall tantalisingly short. But, Blair's drawing another one there. Good opportunity for Blair to add an extra counter here. I've noticed in the live streaming that I've watched throughout the week whilst I was working away, that the greens have got quite a lot of turn in them. And if you miss your line narrow, you really miss your line.
It's quite funny sitting here because you see a bowl that's on the line that you know that as soon as it loses its weight, it's going to cross. And you'll be sitting there and say, and it gets to about here, and you'll think to yourself, that's going to go shortly, and it'll go away. It crosses. Yeah.
Nearly made the rookie mistake of leaving the phones on.
Yeah, I had to leave mine on. I was waiting on a call from my nephew in Germany this morning. Yeah,
you don't want to be missing those calls.
Well, I missed it, and then I quickly rung back and hung up. That way, it reminds him that way I'm not paying for the call to ring him back.
I can understand that.
And Tommy gets on and he says, the first thing he says to me, he says, so you don't want to pay for the call?
You cheap bugger.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Bit of return of favour there. Young Cooper's pushed it back to Blair. But Blair seems to be playing forehand around the clock.
Yes. We had Blair the other day. What game was that in that he played a cracker of a game? It was the... I'm sure it was a triples game. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah, he went down. Blair, Campbell, Jarrett Colson and Riley Pollock went down. But it was a great game.
Coop's coming up with a bit of a touch of the shorts.
Yeah.
A lot of experience with Cooper. He's been playing for quite a few years, and as I said before, he eats and sleeps it. He loves the sport. If he's not in bed, he's normally at the green.
That's right. Yeah.
The school's ringing him up.
Yeah.
Lovely technique. And he's given this every chance. Every chance. Great shot.
Lovely. Thanks, Fiona. Yep, I didn't know that. I'll look it up later.
Ooh, he's pulled the head off that one.
But I'm so stingy, Fiona, even if it's free, I don't want to pay for it. He'd like to come across under that bowl of his and maybe onto that second shot.
I think he can still draw around it, to be honest. Yeah. He's given it every shake.
Yeah, good effort.
He's got a nice handy lead. There's no need to play some risky shots.
Oh, no. Just
keep chugging along there. He's got that nice margin. He can just dob the one on it. And it's amazing how when you get that bit of a break and you got first bowl, it kind of relaxes you and makes it that much easier just to drop the next one on it.
Correct.
It's a bit like that previous game when you're in front and you only need the one and the opposition gets them at. If they put that first bowl on top of it, just that pressure just mounts and mounts and mounts and mounts. So
well, he was 20, and I think Riley was he 9?
I think it was 9 when I started
9
watching.
or 10, yeah, and he just kept getting them there. Alan Fiddler, yes, that is Hollywood in the chair, mate.
How are we? Big guy. He's just going to be short again. The one thing Cooper has showed so far in this game, even though it hasn't been very much played very long, his correction's been incredible.
Yeah, that game that he played in the final the other day of the pairs to win that was just a great game of bowls. And Cooper played out of his skin. He really did. And not taking it away from Marley Peters. She put some good bowls in there too. But, yeah, he just showed a maturity in his game, which was great.
Oh, well, you'll find most of these juniors at this level are now playing with the seniors quite regularly and playing in pennant and going away and playing in tournaments. So they're learning every time they step on the green, and they're sponges at this age. They really
listen in.
They notice how a head should be built and what shots they should be playing, and the coaching also, it comes back to the coaches. Our coaches are doing a great job at our junior level.
I made a comment in the last game there. We're talking about who was it? Xavier's coach, who was sitting over here, and even during games that we've said that we've seen the coaches there, and not once has a player come up and said, "What do you reckon?" Because by the time they get there, the coach has already said to him, "What's your thoughts?" And let the kid have a think, work it out. And if you got 3 of the opposition bowls coming in on the back end, you know, I think the coach would probably say, "I'd play the other hand." That's the advice they give. But they're not telling the kids what to do. They're explaining the reason why. Yeah, what do you want to do? "Oh, I'd like to come in on the backhand." Why's that? You know, and it's good that they're helping the kids out. That's true coaching.
Well, the best way to learn is in competition, and as long as you go away remembering your bad shots as much as your good shots, it's a lot easier to learn from your mistakes rather than your successes. And when you take up any sport for the first time and you cop a hiding and you think, "Oh no, I'm not good enough for this game," and you just take another rethink and work out where it went wrong and why it went wrong, and then next time you get in that same situation, you've been there once before, you know that there is a way out.
Yeah.
The opposition's got 2 arms, 2 legs and a heartbeat just the same as yourself, and you deserve the opportunity to play a good bowl as much as them. So it's just a matter of clearing your head and trusting in your technique, and our coaches are doing such a good job in teaching kids the right deliveries and whatnot that that's all it is. It's just experience.
Yeah, that's right, Michael. It really is. I mean, if that was 3 to Cooper. If I was going to give it away after every time I got thrashed, I would have given it away years ago.
It's kind of bred into us Australians, isn't it? That competition is something that we love, we cherish. Not too often you get knocked down and you don't get back up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's in our nature that don't take it to heart.
Especially the Australian rugby union side.
Yeah. That's. they might get better, get them to play in some provincial games to get their skill levels up.
If only I was as strong as the Australian lawn bowls team.
Oh, too right. Actually, could we go through the men's side, the Australian side, just see if we could pick a team for the for the rugby?
Well, geez, Corey Wedlock wouldn't.
yeah, Corey Wedlock.
You got Aaron Sheriff in there, the two boys. That's
we've got a couple of front rowers. We got
Well, they're probably fitter too.
Yep.
Oh, another good bowl here. He's just found the line on either hand. It doesn't matter which side of the green he's playing, Cooper. He's just nailing that line.
Pam, you think the score should be 13-1, but the official score up the far end hasn't put it up there, but it's still 9-2. So Blair's got 2 shots.
Yep. And it's not as though Blair's playing poorly.
Oh, no, not at all. Well,
Like he had a loose end then, but I mean, up to that, I mean, he's had a good couple of bowls around the head, but Cooper's just
good bowl.
Normally sitting him out or trailing the jack or dead drawing it as he did last time coming this way. Yeah, good choice there. He was lined up to play the forehand. I'm thinking, ooh.
Yeah, we've been running with 3 of us here with Timmy Phillips. Timmy's called in with the sniffles and this morning. He'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, is he going to get down? Not quite. An opportunity here for Blair to make 2. Double his score. Certainly throwing it out. Oh, if only he had the legs. So we've got representation from all around the state again. Far North Queensland, Gold Coast, the local area here, Brisbane. There's some clubs out there doing some really good work around their juniors, and got a club that wanted to start a junior academy, and we thought the best way to do it was to do a school holiday family fun day. And now they've got a squad of juniors there at Wellington Point.
Fantastic.
And they've got a very healthy school holiday program that they run throughout the year, and the volunteers at the club are ecstatic with it. So if anyone's looking to try and bolster their juniors or even starter juniors, please drop me a line on the Bowls Australia webpage. I'm Club Support Manager for South East Queensland and Far North Queensland. So any questions on how to go about getting juniors or starting a junior academy or even just getting a couple of juniors in your club, don't be afraid to give me a call.
Yep. I was very pleased to see we're up here for the mixed pairs finals, mixed pairs down at Bargara. And it was pleasing to see, Keith Welly, who took young Phoebe Russell under his wing. And, they didn't win the final, but gee whiz, that was a cracker of a game. And Keith,
Keith does a lot with juniors, being an ex-school teacher himself. There's a young fellow by the name of, what's his name, Nick Cahill?
Nick Cahill, yeah.
I think he might have had a little bit to do with him as well. Now there's a young man that's just gone from strength to strength.
Oh, certainly has.
Cooper's popped a couple of nice ones in there, and here comes Blair. Oh, that's a very good bowl, yeah. Blair. Well done.
Yeah, that was a fortunate Little rub.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was going to draw it anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And it's good to see the 12-2 down, and you'd be thinking, oh, this game's over. I'll just let this one slip. But he's certainly keeping his head down and trying as hard as he can. And of course, he would have seen Cooper's results throughout the week, so he'd be thinking, oh, I've got a tough game here. And when you get that little bit behind against a class player like Cooper, it's not hard to drop your guard, and he might have done it again. Oh no, he hasn't knocked it up.
No.
2 down.
That couldn't be. Well, there's one that's not on screen if it is, because I can't see it.
There's a Phantom Orange one there. I can only see 3, but...
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he raises any more than one finger. Yep, just the one.
Yep.
It's a funny game, singles. It can go ebb and flow with the mat change and that first bowl. You get that first bowl on it, and the game of singles can change the demographic of a game very, very quickly.
Yes, certainly can. I mentioned a couple of times they're playing Brett Wilkie in the club, the Helensvale Club Singles.
Yeah, good luck.
First round. And I got there and Brett arrived and he wasn't 100%. He'd been to a Bucks party or something the night before. But anyway.
Tell me about this game.
Yeah, and I've got him, after 8 ends, I've got him 9-zip. I thought, how good's this game? Until the 25-9 result.
Former number 1 in the world.
Yeah.
One of the silkiest deliveries you ever want to see.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
And one of the most biggest gentlemen in the game as well. I mean, he's fantastic.
He certainly is. Yep.
This is a nice tactical change. I was wondering if he was going to change the length, and first opportunity, he's gone shorter.
And I think Brett was going to be up here this week, but it was his mum's birthday during the week.
Yeah, was it an 80th? I don't think it'd be his mum's. Would it be his grandmother's?
How old's Brett? Is Brett 40 yet? Yeah. Yeah, could well be. Yeah, maybe his grandmother.
No, I don't think it's
his grandmother. Yeah.
Oh, lovely correction there.
Yep, and
I suppose the amount of important dates that Brett's probably missed throughout the years representing.
That's right.
The opportunity now to be able to spend some more family time.
Yeah, too right. I mean, I've got an assessor coming to look at my house after the tornado and a little bit of damage that I got there. But they rang up and they said we'll be there on the 6th. That's February. I said, well, don't. I said I only half an hour earlier got off the phone and booked 6th, 7th and 8th at Mooloolaba with some friends, and we're going up for a holiday. And I said, don't. He says, well, the other one after that is the 14th of February. I said, mate, that's even worse. That's my mother-in-law's birthday.
Just had to be around that. No, well, I know. I've never had the career that Brett's had, but the amount of important dates and the occasions that I've missed with my family.
Oh, yeah.
I can say without any doubt that my daughter hates the sport of lawn bowls. The amount of time that she spent with me at lawn bowls clubs is incredible. Let's see if he's kept this to 1. Cooper looks pretty confident though.
And he's...
Oh, no, it's only the 1.
No, it's Blair's bowl.
Now, Mark has come all the way in from Gingin
Yes.
to volunteer. That's fantastic, isn't it? You see all the Burnett shirts walking around the club and sitting down eagerly waiting for the next round when I was inside. And as soon as the cards were called, they were up and away they went.
Away they go, yep.
I mean, the amount of organisation that goes behind events like these, they don't just happen overnight. I mean, there's a lot of planning that goes into it, and clubs to do their damnedest to get their clubs up ready for them and to be able to not only cater for the kids that are playing, but the parents, the coaches, and you guys. I mean, they set you up and look after you. I noticed in the fridge when I was making myself a cup of coffee, all the pancakes with the cream and jam on them.
Oh, I didn't see them.
And I happened to see one in your mouth, actually.
Oh, that's right.
I'm not going to dob you in, throw you under the bus, but...
Oh, that was the trial one. I trial them for the boys. Yeah. I've got to make sure they're all right.
Got to make sure the consistency of the cream's there.
Correct. Gee whiz. The dulcet tones of Hollywood from Jason Pinnock.
There you go, Jace. Jace did a lot of good work down there at Cherry Street for the carnival there, Christmas Carnival. Another one of our club support managers on the Northern New South Wales. He's just going to run a little short. Again, he had that line nailed in. Blair seems to have this down on a good track. Has he got just gonna make it? That's 2. And the discrepancy on the screen between the two gentlemen is there. It is plain, guys. I mean, this young man would be 6'3".
Yep.
14 years old, 6'3", playing great sport of lawn bowls. How good is that? 6'4". And I can remember when Cooper was only 3 foot.
Yeah. That's right. The one that surprised me was little Pialba, little Nuggy.
She still hasn't grown.
No, but first I saw her, she walked in with Dion, and I said, haven't you grown up? And she's just gone that little spurt, a little bit taller. But, yeah.
Again, have you ever seen another kid that's got a passion for a sport? I mean...
She was skipping.
Well, when she won that bronze medal last year in the singles, I mean, she would have felt like she was 10 foot tall.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And, great bowl there.
I think she's playing in the singles over at the
12's over there.
Like
Vandra Powell, the club coach, she's put a lot of time and effort into Pialba, but she's an absolute dream to coach. She just loves it. She looks forward to school holidays so she can get out there and play with the ladies. Oh, has he slipped in? No, he's just going to be a little bit short, I think. Nice conditions, a nice little breeze coming across the green for the kids and the markers.
Wayne's asked a question. Is Jade there with you?
No, Jade is at home working away. Dropped her off at work this morning before I came up here. There you go again, if you miss that line. This would be nearly tee to tee.
Yeah. That other end would be just off if not the back of the mat, probably on the tee. Well, you come, Blair.
So the smoothness of this delivery.
Yep.
It's just pure.
Yeah.
There's not a lot can go wrong with it. Commentator's curse.
Yeah. Oh, he's put that there for a reason. That's always
well,
my
he's one up
excuse.
on the bank.
Yeah.
This is looking a lot better. It might be with him.
Geez, that's going through, isn't it?
Yeah. I think they fooled themselves.
Well, they've been coming off short and medium into this, and they're probably thinking to themselves, well, I've just got to toss it down a little bit harder. And,
which you can't blame them for thinking of.
there we go. Correction.
Yes. He's jumping up and down off the mat a bit now. He's getting a bit anxious as to where the bowl's going.
Yeah. He stays on the mat for the delivery there and gets it away lovely, and he's not walking off it. He's waiting till it's delivered. Away you go.
A very important bowl here for Blair. I mean, dropping a soft 3 here would not be good.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Not that I'm stating the obvious or anything, but keep it coming, young man.
That's got it.
Keep coming.
Gee whiz, that's...
Oh, that's painful.
yeah.
They've probably been his 4 worst bowls for the game.
We shan't talk about that, Ed.
A lot of new faces here this year. A lot of new faces. I drove past the across the waves on the way out here, and their car park is absolutely packed.
Oh yeah, they got a big they got 13 rinks this morning from memory. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13.
I'll have to get across and have a look at your little kalaya. Well, let's just say nugget.
Nugget, yeah. Kiala nuku.
Kiala, yeah. Nanuku. And then again, last year's champion as well.
Stevie
Monk.
Yeah, he just had a little bit of a cry yesterday afternoon.
Oh, did he?
When he won the bronze in the under-18s. How's that? He's 9, and he's won a bronze in the under-18s.
He's an incredible young man. I mean, he's got a fairly good role model there and Dad.
Oh, certainly. Yeah. Chris, yeah, lovely.
Mum takes him along everywhere.
Ali, yes.
They're very proud parents, and so they should be.
Yes.
I can still remember when he played his first state championships up there in Toowoomba in the mist at Toowoomba Bowls Club, and his shirt was hanging out the bottom of his pants because they couldn't find a shirt small enough for him. They had to tie the cord that does your pants up, and they had to nearly cut it off because it was dragging along the ground. And Cooper's not going to let the foot off here. He's really going for the jugular. He saw how Blair struggled on that last ditch-to-ditch end, and he's thrown it ditch-to-ditch again, and he's nailed it with his second.
Alan, what speed do you think? I just timed that previous bowl there of of Blair's. It was just shy of 16. I'll do another one here, and
that's a fairly long length.
Long length, yes.
So it'd be 14 and a half, 15 seconds, I'd imagine.
That's right.
And a really consistent turn on both hands. Looks like perfect conditions, really. Yeah. Cooper's found himself right on top here. He's been very consistent. When he's needed that big bowl, he's played it. And the commentator's curse yet again. I think I'm Blair's best player. Yes, Blair's really struggling with these ditch-to-ditch ends. He's lost his line and his weight now. It shows the experience that Cooper's got. He'd have been playing the state juniors now for nearly 4 years, I'd imagine, around that time. So he's certainly had plenty of time on the greens.
Oh, dear me, I'm getting a message is coming in from my. This is the computer for Ryan. Do you think you could ring Michael? And when you get a chance, colour to be not midnight, but space grey. Oh my God. We buy the grandkids when they need computers. We buy it for them for school. And the eldest boy, who's 15, this one, he reckons will take him into uni now.
Luke, no, I don't think that the venues have been made for next year's junior titles. I don't even think the expressions of interest have been put out yet, but
March, is it?
Bowls Queensland will send those out in the near future, and everyone's open to put in a tender.
Yes, yep.
North Toowoomba ran it for a few years very successfully, and now here on the Burnett they've done equally as good a job. So it certainly is a very good carnival to try and grab.
It certainly is, and it's and they've done well. They've certainly done well. Burnett. This is I'm trying to remember whether I think this is only my second. I don't think I came up in 2022. Keep rolling. Come on, Blair. This is a lovely bowl. If it stays on the right side, straightens, and well, that is, well, I mean, not taking it away from Blair, he's got this set, another one to come. Cooper City on game at the moment.
Blair's a chance of turning his own into the head here, or is he just going to be running too fast? Sit the back bowl will even help. Oh, just runs through. There's your run, Coop. You're going to draw this cold. He's just going to fall short. Who's got shot there, Robbie? The orange or the back or front blue and white? The Jack High orange? Oh, don't do it again, Blair.
Oh, not that one, not that one.
Oh, that might have clinched it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Cooper's thinking, I've got it, but does want to show. Anyway, they'll certainly have a look at that.
Well, that's 3 times that I can count that Blair's certainly helped Cooper out.
Yep.
Oh, he killed.
No, the orange. The orange bowl it was.
I was on your side, Robbie.
Yep.
It's good, keeps the game going a little longer. And he's gone back to the shorter roll of the Jack, I think, just the way it came out of the hand.
Lisa, the reason you haven't seen, well, we've live streamed games that have had young girls in it. However, a lot of the girls' competition, is across the waves. at the other club. So that's, and especially with the singles, they're over at Across the Waves. So to understand you stream what we're given. Well, that's on this particular rink. Well, that's right. We set up on this rink and we accept what we're given. Perhaps something they can look at next time. Well, that's up to the organising committee. They can. If they see your comment, that'll be good. See that Across the Waves. You've got the girls singles over there today.
Also, we haven't got a really large number of girls playing this year. The under-12s are certainly getting some, so there's some young girls starting to come through. But in our over-15 category, it's the numbers are pretty small.
We'll see the under-15 open pairs were Across the Waves. A few girls there. Yeah, that's
Blair.
that's the case. That as it is, it's where they are.
And again, it's another thing that we're concentrating on through BQ and BA is to try and bolster the women's side of the game. And of course, it all starts with our juniors, which is something that's obviously being very, very successful and getting more and more successful with the junior competitions that are being put on by Cody and his committee down here in the southeast. But it's certainly growing our junior bowls and who we've got around and what's happening. And young Cope doesn't have to really play this bowl. He's won the game now.
Yep.
Can shake hands, and very tidy game there by Cooper.
Yeah, well done. And actually, before this finishes, it was remiss of me. Solander Lakes Bowls Club in 6th and 7th of April is another junior tournament up there. I'll talk about it in the next game there. And we've also got the Glasshouse Country Bowls Club juniors. They're in June, but we'll talk about them. And there are a lot of junior tournaments coming up, springing up, and that's great. So congratulations. That's 21-5 to Cooper Sutton over Blair Campbell. Well done. And our next game is Brodie Carter from Pialba up against Denzel Davenport from Glasshouse. And that'll be, well, as soon as they get off, Jimmy will have them back on. Yeah, so it's 11:30, but there's still a few games to go here anyway. But Michael, thank you very much for jumping in the chair while Brian stood guard over the pikelets. And,
I'm afraid to think of how many pikelets are left.
But yeah, no, it's been a pleasure to have you in there. And,
it's been my pleasure, and I'll look forward to doing a bit more if I can.
Yeah, certainly. I'll probably have a little break in the next one, like I've been doing in the third game, and then we finish off on the fourth game with just Brian and I then. And but it's great. And there we are, the 2024 Bowls Queensland Junior State Championships, proudly supported by Bundaberg Regional Council, Wholelife Pharmacy and Healthfoods. That's Brenton, who was in yesterday. Arcon Metals Recycling, AMR. Thank you, Matt Doherty. And all run over at the two clubs of Waves Men's Bowls Club, and you've got Burnett Bowls Club, where we're live streaming from. Thank you. And there's AMR. As I said yesterday, they've got big bins, little bins, free drop off and pick up. They'll come and take your car, and that's if you want it to go, and cash for scrap. And thanks, Matt Doherty, for your sponsorship. See the phone number down the bottom down there. And Bowls Queensland, proudly sponsored and supported by Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Mullins More Than Law, ACET Sport, J. Carroll Club Promotions, and Bioscapes Group. Thank you very much. And we've West Coast Bowls, WCB, www.westcoastbowls.com.au. This is sponsors of the live streaming team. And if you go onto their website and you buy something and you go to pay, they'll ask you for a promo code. If you quote GCTD23, that comes back to us, a small amount of the purchase, and we direct that to our para bowlers in our district, which is fantastic.
Certainly is.
And Bowls Gold Coast Tweed merchandise. That's what we've got: water bottles, coffee mugs, stubby coolers, coaster packs, wine coolers, key rings, bowls cloths. Got them all on hand here at the club, and www.gctbowls.org.au. And just remember, there is only 348 days till Christmas. So get in early to buy yourself something. And we thank you very much. We shall be back looking around. It could well be about half an hour.
Keep an eye on your Facebook notifications.
Yeah, keep an eye on your Facebook, and they'll come up there. So thank you very much. Enjoy your bowls, support your club, and we'll say bye for now.
Lawn bowls. Wish I found it earlier. What a game.